barbershop, getting a cut, complaining. Your chick in the salon doing the same thing, talking about a storm while it's raining. Acting like a peasant while you claim king. Big dogs, no bite, pre-hype, no fight. Meanwhile, we be grinding hard all night. And while you cry about it, God gonna make it all right. And that's why we can still smile. While the so-called righteous wanna kill now. Realize Lucifer is on your heels now. Cause in God's light, truth gonna be revealed now. We are at war, hate versus love. Pick up your sword. Muslim or Christian, just listen, it's time to clock in if you work for the Lord. That's how I feel today. A revolutionary is a word that I created to define a revolving solutionist or revolving solutionism. We have multiple problems. We need multiple solutions. So I stopped being a revolutionary and became a revo-solutionary. And I stopped being an activist and I became a proactivist. Because I realized that an activist, great being an activist, but we're really reactivists because we always wait for something bad to happen and then we do something about it. Proactivism is necessary now. An ounce of prevention is worth more than a pound of cure, and that's a G-law. So that's facts. Dr. King was the most peaceful man in the world. And the message and the reason why they love ringing his, from a racist standpoint, why they love celebrating his name, because it creates fear. They let you know that you could be the most peaceful man in the world. And if you say the wrong thing or do the wrong thing, a bullet through your throat will be the reality. And that's why, people back up and shun you when you begin to stand up. Fight hate with love and keep God in the fight. Like you said, that's always been my motto. I stand on it, you know what I mean? Nothing that's happening now that we finally stand up is surprising to me because I've been fighting for 10 years. And everything that they going through, I went through it already. So I understand it. I mean, I wish that I could find a way to contact some of these rejected stones because God said that the rejected stone will become the cornerstone. So these dudes is the cornerstone of the movement. Everybody that's getting rejected. I got my half. I don't have no complaints. It's war. What you think it was going to be? So I think that the response is appropriate. I think that the 48 laws of power tell you that, man. If you're going to be a truth teller, be prepared for people not to like you, man. Bottom line. Simple.
Mm-hmm. So,
part of revolutionary warfare. Man, I'm to the point where if I was your enemy, man, you got some police officers that's genuinely afraid because it's a hostile environment that make mistakes. As you can see, I created a program called I Am Not Your Enemy. And I'm training new police cadets on how to interact with the community. Certain stuff is just blatant murder. I believe, honestly, man, it's like if I was your enemy and I was in control of the country, I feel like some powerful white people feel like if black people really get a chance to be even, that they'll try to get retribution on us. I believe that a lot of our behavior, those of us who don't really understand fighting hate with love and the reality of this, the people who claim God but really want revenge. No. I mean, honestly, it's so clear that someone has declared war on black men. I mean, if you look at the Bible, this is the third time in history that it was the decree put out to kill all the male children. Whoever it is, you call them the Illuminati and this and that and that. Whoever they are, somebody put a decree out to kill all the male children, the black male children. This is not the first time or the second time this has been documented in history. Genocide, doing this type of stuff. I mean, it's just sad that we have gotten to the point where America is so threatened by black people moving into position that They blatantly murdering us, and now I believe it's to provoke us to fight, so they could be justified in doing more harm to us. They're nitpicking. I don't know if the guy's car cut. I don't know if the guy's car broke. I know that they got North Star now in cars. When your car break, the car call the cops for you. But I know that they can cut a car off from the satellite now. That's why I don't know about them new cars and all that satellite stuff. Because, I mean, yeah, there's a lonely black man driving down the road. Yeah, he ain't got nobody in the car with him. Cut his car off. So he walking around in the middle of the street looking, just how I see it. He walking around the middle of the street like, okay, the cops got to be coming. I got North Star, my car broke down. His car was past 2,000. So I know he got the little satellite joint connected, OnStar, whatever it's called, right? So let's say the car breaks down, OnStar calls the police, but what if OnStar is the one that cut the car off? I mean, if you killing us like that and getting away with it, when you gonna start thinking like your enemy think? Because if I was your enemy, I'd be poisoning your blunts. If I was your enemy, you know what I mean, I'd be poisoning your Percocets. If I was your enemy, you know, I'd be cutting cars off. If I was your enemy, you might dig up the boy got shot in his lung over here. I would dig his body up in 2 weeks to see if he got all his body parts. I mean, we got men that walk around on this planet right now that has 6 hearts in their body. 6. I remember when it was hard to get 1 heart. It was a miracle to get 1 heart. It's rich people that we know for a fact got 6 hearts. Where is these hearts coming from? Now they shot him in this side of his body, meaning they collapsed the lung and made him bleed out. But the heart, the lung, the kidneys, the liver, the pancreas, the eyeballs, the brain, the limbs that they still can use, they look at us like cell phones. You go to a cell phone store, your screen get broke, man, they got 50,000 other little broken parts from dead cell phones and they put it together. I think that these people got to the point where they really just look at us like computers. Like cars that could just be, all right, this cars is obsolete now. We need to just box them up, melt them down, and turn them into something else. You know, like it's like we getting treated very badly right now. I appreciate some of the white people that's stepping up, showing a lot of courage. It must be real hard to you know, I want to just applaud some of the white folks that have been really, really telling the truth. I've seen it with my own eyes. I'm not one who is influenced by hate or people who just started hating because they just realized they had a problem. It's people around me and people in my family right now that all of a sudden, you know, they excited about this racist issue and they talking all this crap about what should be done and all these new ideas. But they was arguing with me 5 years ago that racism ain't exist. You know what I mean? Like, it took all this to wake these people up. And some of them just, you know, when you woke up, it's like a person that just get to jail in the county. Yeah, you all hyped up, you know, you ready to go. But you don't know strategy. You know what I mean? You ain't consulting with the elders of this war, sitting down telling you what it's about. You don't know who your allies are. You don't know who you're offending with some of the crap that be coming out your mouth. You know what I mean? You don't know about the John Browns that's out there that you need in this fight. You in hostile territory. The only way you can win is with guerrilla warfare and if you got some allies. Because bottom line, man, they could kill you without using a person. They send a drone on you now, bro. Like, we got to wake up and realize, man, now I think it's a beautiful fight because the only one can help us is God. And God going to get all the glory now. Because we outnumbered and outgunned. We brought a knife to a gunfight. We can't win this war like this. The only thing can help us is fighting hate with love, fighting Satan with God, fighting lies with truth, fighting darkness with light, fighting fire with water. Water is wisdom. You know what I mean? Like, my story don't change. God don't change. I'm not saying I'm God, but I'm rolling with God, man. I ain't perfect, but I mean this, man. But God said these things must come into the world, but woe to him through whence they come. Only thing that God told me to do, he told me to tell both sides, keep God in the fight. He didn't say don't fight. Armageddon is necessary. Because see, when something old passes away, that's the only way something new comes, and that's how God rolls. And behold, all things pass away. And behold, all things become new. And read Proverbs, it'll tell you it's a time for war, it's a time for peace, it's a time for everything. You know what I mean? You just gotta know what time it is. And you can do that, you gotta go to the timekeeper, because Satan is a liar. He's gonna tell you the wrong time. If you're supposed to be there at 5:30, Satan's gonna tell you to be there at 10. It's cool. Make sure you're late. So you gotta make sure you got ears and eyes for the Lord in these last days. There's wickedness out here, man.